awareness about what it means to be a man should start at your home, and your parents and your family is involved in that.
Today we have with us Vivek Gomber, who has been the lead actor in the film Is Love Enough, Sir? And we will be in conversation with him to know what prompted him to take up this film, which has now received immense love, not only in India but across the world. What prompted you to take up Sir as a project?
Once I was shortlisted, I was allowed to read the script, and I had a discussion with Roina, and I found the script quite engaging, and I thought that this kind of a love story was very interesting, and I felt like Roina was very convinced in the way that she wanted to tell the story, and so these things all kind of helped me decide whether I wanted to do the project or not. Once I was selected by the director and the production house. And on top of that, I knew that Tilotma was going to be in the film, so working with her was a big part of the reason that I wanted to kind of book this job and then go ahead and do it.
How do you think women's portrayal, especially mothers, and needs to change in cinema?
My last 3 or 4 jobs I've been directed by all women. Roina did Sir with me. I was in Suitable Boy with Meera Nair. And I've just done a show which is going to come on called Bombay Begums. It's going to come on Netflix, which is also directed by 2 women, Alankrita Srivastav and Bornila Chatterjee. Both of them who have also done a bunch of work. So I think that the change is happening. It's always slower, and we wish we could do more. I can definitely tell you that in the last year, or even as recently as the last 3 weeks, all the work that's coming to me, most of the time that I read it, I realize that it's very much favoring the women as protagonists, and I have no problems with that, because they've had a rough deal. They haven't been given a fair shot, and especially in Bollywood, it was always about the male actor kitna leta hai, and it's all based around that. So just like we are having these different avenues, we are also having better writers. We have, and the new generation that's coming in, a lot of them are trained, a lot of them are very, very talented, and they don't have any hang-ups or any baggage of what the industry was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. They're here to make a change.
Both your films, we talk about Sir and even The Core, the topics, the subject of the film is very Indian, but they both have had a universal appeal. Across the globe, people have loved the film. What do you think is that one factor that universally actually appealed both these films?
I think with Sir, just the fact that it's about love, and everybody loves love. So I think the fact that we were able to tell the story the way we did, and the whole package of the film, from the cinematography to the set design to everybody's performances, and all under Roina's direction, and the script, of course, I think they all feed into it, and I believe in these tough times that we've been going through in the last year or so, I think people really loved being in love and kind of imagining that and kind of going with that sentiment. So for Sir, I would say the fact that it's a love story and it kind of works, and people must have fallen in love with that. In terms of Court was a very different experience. It was about the Indian legal system, but I think there were some things that resonated in other countries as well. We were traveling with it to Hong Kong, and there you have a population which speaks many different languages. They're still based on, their legal system was still based on the British laws, but at the same time, the Chinese government has kind of taken Hong Kong back. So there's all these complications that arise for the common person when they go and find justice in the court, and the frustrations that one feels within the legal system, whether it's in India or in anywhere else in the world. I think people could resonate with that a lot more. So maybe that was something that brought people into the film, and then I'm sure the reviews and word of mouth and things like that really helped.
Favorite moment from the film, Sir? Is Love Enough, Sir?
My favorite moment is when Tilotma's character Ratna is doing that dhincha dance with the guy, in the car park before, like I come in and I catch her dancing. I love that moment. I love that moment a lot because she had the way the film moves. She's always in control, and she's always playing this. There's this whole master servant relationship going on, and all of these things. So she's always inhibited. She's always has to be a certain way. Ratna, Tilotma's character. So it was really nice that the character also was having fun, and I loved watching Tilly do that dance.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.